Okay, so I'm headed down into Waikiki. We have a, it's called Holiday Roadshow, where a trainer comes down and, excuse me, trainer comes down and it's a Lush employee kind of holiday training. So they usually always have it at the Moana Surfrider, so it is there again this time. The shows are usually, they're pretty cool. I mean, the holiday training, we got holiday notes, and then they just kind of do like really interactive things, like how you would interact with a customer, and then just other like role playing, and then other like, I don't know, really fun stuff. They make it really fun. And then the best part is that usually at the end of the day we end up getting a lot of free stuff, which is really, really cool. So we already got the staff boxes, and I know I promised you a video, so that will be coming. I promise. I just haven't had a day off. You usually get like an insight to what's up and coming from Lush. I will let you know, in case you didn't know, there are 6 new shampoo bars coming, so we're pretty excited about that. Don't know what they are. It's a preservative-free solid shampoo bar. It lasts the equivalent of 3 large bottles of shampoo. And then different ones have different effect depending on the benefit that you're looking for. Most of them add hydration back, some of them are clarifying, some of them add volume. So I'm gonna try to film as much as I can. I don't know if the trainer will let me film inside because it's pretty like exclusive just for Lush employees, but I will try my best. They usually have the room set up like really cool, like different stations, bath bomb station, bubble bar station, whatever they're really going to feature. And mostly it's probably going to be the gifts, because the gifts are like really the best seller at Holiday, and we have like 40 new gifts. I'm not sure what traffic is going to be, especially because I have to go down into Waikiki, so I'm kind of leaving early just to give myself enough time. You know me, like I said before, I like to give myself enough time to get down there and kind of chill out before the roadshow. Plus, you know, before we would always pull in, because they usually have it at the Moana Surfrider. I don't know why, but it's usually always there. And the Moana Surfrider is the first hotel on Waikiki Beach. She's known as the First Lady. And then after that, they built the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, which is pink, so she's known as the Pink Lady. But they always have it there. And before, the crew before, like only a few of us had cars, so we would meet at Ala Moana, and then we would all drive down, and we would always pull into the wrong parking. So then at the end of the day, the parking was like $30. So they told us, you know, pull into the 3rd driveway on the left, and they have a validation where parking is only going to be $5 for the whole day. So I'm going to pull in and ask the attendant if it's the right parking for the Moana Surfrider, because I'm not trying to pay $30. Now I'm just driving the street. So we live in a townhouse. It's nice and cozy, and the community is really, really cool. You know, like really like old aloha, where you can talk to your neighbors, you know who your neighbors are. You can borrow a cup of sugar from your neighbor. You know, I have coworkers who excuse me, who don't, they've lived at their place for like 8 years, and they don't even know what their neighbors' names are. They never talk to their neighbors, which I think is kind of wrong. Like, that's just so wrong. Like, don't you want to know who's living next door to you? Like, what if they're mass murderers or something? But, so that's how it was when I was little. It was like really aloha oriented. I remember my mom cutting coupons with a neighbor, and then they would go to Long's drugstore. Long's Drugs was actually, it was founded here in Hawaii, but they would go to Long's and they would split everything, you know, and that's true aloha. That's when you know, involve the community, involve your neighbors, things like that. But we've kind of lost it along the way. Like, you see it in certain places, people show it in certain places, but, and no offense, but I think it's like a lot of transplants who are coming from the mainland, they just don't know the concept of it. You know, they want to keep to themselves because that's pretty much, I guess, how you do on the mainland. But here in Hawaii, it's all about aloha, all about sharing, all about spreading aloha and spreading the love. you know, sharing, making your community better, things like that. Not too bad, at least it's moving, but I will film more when I get like kind of down more into Waikiki. It's about maybe 15 minutes away. Okay, so for some of you who have never seen or been to Honolulu, this is kind of Honolulu skyline, and you can see better when I get up here. I was going to take a shortcut, but I figured, because I don't know what kind of road work they're doing down in Waikiki, but this is kind of it. It's kind of a concrete jungle. It's kind of a good view. So I'm just taking Kapiolani exit. Kapiolani leads to Macaulay, and then you go into Waikiki via Macaulay. And they have been working at the intersection of Macaulay and Kapiolani Boulevard, but hopefully it's early enough to where they are not starting road work. If it's going to start, it should start like right about now, and I'm hoping I'm going to be lucky. This is usually coned in the morning because there's so much traffic, but the cones, I think they lift them at 9 o'clock, so it's 10 after. I don't see any cones, so I kind of lucked out there. And then it's surprisingly not traffic at all down here, so keep my fingers crossed that it stays that way as we get closer to Waikiki. But we're about maybe 5 minutes from Waikiki, and I'll turn it around, you can see. So this is Kapiolani Boulevard. Okay, so we're headed into Waikiki. They weren't working on the road, so I kind of lucked out there. Sorry, there was a cop, so I had to put my phone down. But so we're going on to Kalakaua. This is like the main boulevard into Waikiki. So it's gonna probably be a stop and go. It is cloudy here today, but it'll probably burn off by the afternoon. It's 85 degrees and it's 9:15 in the morning, so, but it is cooler. I mean, with the clouds, it does make it kind of a little bit more cool. This is Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center, just past the bus. It's kind of, it's like a Hai Makamaka Shops, and it stretches down all the way to, all the way down to the Moana, which is where we're going. So you can see tourists, early morning activities. I'm surprised the streets aren't more busy. And this lady looks like she's going to work. I'm going to work, but it's a fun day at work, so that's cool. Okay, so you can see Ferragamo on the corner. I mean, it's like all like really expensive stores like that. This is still Royal Hawaiian Shopping Center. Stretches all the way down. I mean, it's pretty cool to walk through. We finally did get an H&M. They just came like maybe, I don't know, the beginning of the year. So we never had that before. And you probably saw this on the driving through Waikiki. Oh, Jimmy Choo. So now we have a Jimmy Choo store. We never had that before. Okay, and then this is the beginning of Moana Surfrider. And the bus is gonna block it, but you can see it's really like old style. And I'll vlog more when I'm walking, but that's it. And I'm gonna turn here because this is apparently where the parking is. Yep, it says Moana Surfrider. Alrighty. But I could swear we parked here before and they said, oh no, this isn't it. So I'm just gonna push to take this in. Thank you. Mahalo, mahalo nui. I just need to find me some good parking. I may just park here and take the stairs. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Okay, so I found my way through the parking. Apparently the stairwell only goes to the second floor. And then I had to walk the rest of the way down. But this is the lobby of the Princess Ka'iolani. So I'm just cutting through here to get to the Moana Surfrider. Hello.
Hi.
So walking. I'll try to show you things like along the way. I mean, it's a really short walk. It's just literally like across the street, but you can see like tourists are leaving, all their baggage. Yeah. Okay, so it's the Princess Ka'iolani. Oh, wow, let me show you this. So we never had an Urban Outfitters before, but apparently they are moving in, so we finally get that. I gotta rush across the street. So I'll flip the camera around. We're coming up on the Moana. So that's it. And like I said, this is the first hotel that was on Waikiki Beach. She's known as the First Lady, and there's a lot of like really cool stuff in here. Like you have the couch that King Kalakaua used to sit on. I guess they got it out of Iolani Palace, and now I'm just walking through. And since they always have the road shows and our trainings here, I pretty much know where to go, which is nice, but it's really nice. I'll kind of try to show you. That's the ocean out there. It's really ominous because oh, look at these. Aren't those ornaments cool? I'm a sucker for like Christmas ornaments. Love it. So I do have refreshments. This is kind of like a ritzy hotel. Everybody usually wants to stay here, either here or the Royal Hawaiian, because they are historic. And before, Waikiki was like a swampland, so to have a hotel was kind of, kind of cool. But back then, it was super cheap for people to stay, because it was a man and a lady, and I forget their names, but they actually opened somewhat like a bed and breakfast, and then it just built bigger and bigger and bigger, and then over the years, of course, they added on. But you could tell by the columns in the front and things like that, it was like really kind of like historic. So I'm gonna check here and see. So you can see Lush Cosmetics meeting, that's us. We gotta go one more up. So in Hawaii we say aloha kakahiaka, which means good morning. Hey! Did you walk?
Yeah.
Do you mind if you're on video? This is my friend Pono.
Hi, brother Tats here.
Okay, so we're on a 10-minute break, so I'm gonna go downstairs with my manager and my coworker. I think. Okay, so we had a 10-minute break and it went really, really fast. I think I should go to the bathroom, but I will continue. We're gonna have a 45-minute lunch, so we'll probably walk to Royal Hawaiian or to Cheesecake Factory so they can get food. I usually bring my lunch to these things because by the time we walk there, we only have 45 minutes. By the time we walk there and order and find a place to sit, the 45 minutes has passed, so I always pack a lunch the night before and bring my lunch, but I'm gonna go back into the room and yeah, more later. I'll try to film as I'm walking in so you can see.
So, but it is really fun. So yeah, we can definitely talk.
Okay, so like I said, we're on our 45-minute break. Some people went to Cheesecake Factory. I brought mine. My other coworker has a toothache, so she wants something soft. So we just came to ABC Store. ABC Store is where they sell like a bunch of souvenirs, but they also have like sandwiches and salads and foods and stuff like that. I'll walk inside the store so you can see what it looks like, but ABC is like everywhere. It's like all blocks covered. Like people joke about what ABC stands for. So yeah, let me go ahead and walk inside. Right? What'd you get? Meatballs. Cool.
I'm right there. Chicken na full liquor fresh.
Aloha. So this is ABC. They have like a little bit of everything, and this is actually kind of a big one, but you can see like they have food. They got burr, they got water, they got food, they got souvenirs, they have candy, like a bunch of stuff that you can only get in Hawaii. You can see lots of stuff to choose from. This is actually a really nice ABC store. Some of them are really small. You see like t-shirts in the back. You got all like made in Hawaii stuff. Lovely, lovely. Lovely t-shirts. So yeah, I guess because this is on Kalakaua Avenue. Oh, these are really cute. They're like little bags, and then you can open them into this huge shopping bag. Because we're so close to Japan, Sanrio Hello Kitty is like really popular. And we actually get some things that are limited to you know, Japan that's sold here. They have makeup. They have a whole like makeup aisle, like not aisle but section. So my coworkers are checking out, and then we're gonna probably find a place to sit, and then we will eat. Okay, so we got our food, and now we're gonna actually find a place to sit, but we think we're gonna go out on the beach. Since we're on Waikiki Beach, we might as well go out on the beach. Hawaii to get married. They also, a lot of Japanese come to Hawaii to give birth, because then when they give birth here, then they become citizen because their child is born. They spend thousands and thousands of dollars to come and give birth. Because of course their insurance doesn't pay for it, so they end up usually just paying cash. And when I used to work at Kapilani Hospital, so we're kind of just gonna find a place, like make home somewhere. Like, I don't know if we can just like cop a squat in here, but we're gonna like walk through, maybe just sit on the beach or...
Right here, eat on the wall.
Right? Okay, so famous Waikiki Beach. I know I always tell you guys, I'm usually filming at night, but the beach is out there, but it's pitch dark and you can't see it. So now we are on Waikiki Beach, and we're just gonna sit in the sand because that's how we do. so I'm back in my car. The training's over. It's about 5 o'clock. And our trainer was Courtney. She's one of the trainers, and then also she works in the Anaheim Lush location. So if you're in the Anaheim area, go in and visit her. She's a lovely, lovely girl. She's really, really sweet, very down to earth, very informative. She's one of my favorite trainers who comes down to train the Lush staff. We're hiring more on Saturday is the next job fair. So Lush Ala Moana in Honolulu is holding another hiring fair for holiday. If you're interested, if you're in the area, come down. It's on Saturday, November 8th. From 8 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock in the morning. There's really interactive things, so we can kind of see, you know, how you would be on the floor, how you would interact with customers. The Holiday Roadshow is notorious. Actually, all trainings, but especially the Holiday Roadshow is really notorious for leaving with free products. So we got the knot wraps. This is the little like Rudolph one. On the bottom, you can see Rudolph, and inside is like 4 products that we actually wrapped up ourselves. So we did have a training on the different knots and the different wraps and things. You get to learn a lot of things. The trainers bring information with them that you may not have known in the past. I have used Lush products for years and years and years. So I know a lot of the product stories, a lot of the benefits, which is really important because we're a benefit driven or effective driven company. We make products that have certain benefits. That's why we ask the really validating questions of how you want your hair to feel, or how do you like your skin to feel after you wash it or moisturize it. So we're not giving you just any old, you know, product. We want you to leave with exactly what you're looking for, so that you're gonna like it and you're gonna love it and come back and you know, make it part of your staple, part of your routine. So visit a Lush shop. If you don't know what Lush is, it's a fresh handmade cosmetics company. Everything is made by hand. We source ethically. A lot of things are fair trade. We have the Sustainable Lush Fund, which now a lot of products have those ingredients, which actually helps different communities. So it gives these communities the availability of being self-sustainable, women's groups and things who are able to make their own fair wage, which is really, really important. So when you buy a Lush product, it's not just luxurious and it's not just fresh ingredients like fruits and vegetables, high quality essential oils, but you're actually helping people around the world. So it's a really, really lovely product. If you don't know about it, go to lush.com. I think it's lush.ca.com, or you can visit the UK site and just learn. It's a very interactive website. They'll tell you about all of our campaigns. Waikiki Fur History campaign to stop the trapping and the whole fur trade, because fur these days, and even on the East Coast, I understand that it's cold, but with all of the technology and all of the new materials and things that we have, excuse me, as far as winter coats and things, fur is just not something that is considered luxurious anymore. I know East Coasters love their fur, but there are other materials that will keep you just as warm. It's kind of looked down upon. I noticed talking to a lot of people here in Hawaii, local people, even tourists, they're already, you know, fur free. They don't believe in it. They don't think it's something that's practical, and it's not. I mean, if you go and you look at videos on YouTube and things like that to find what happens to these kind of firm farms and the way the animals are treated, especially wild animals who are trapped and then put in closed quarters, they end up going mad. They go crazy. Some of them chew their own limbs off. It's really, really sad. And so we're trying to end that. We're trying to change legislation for trapping in North America, the trapping laws, because there really aren't any, which is kind of ridiculous. Fur is part of our history. It dates back from Indians and Pilgrims, where they would barter fur, and they needed fur. That was one of their main materials that they would use during the winter months and things like that. But we're in the 21st century and it's just not necessary. So Making Fur History, hashtag Making Fur History, going to makingfurhistory.com and pledging to surrender all of your fur products. So right now, if you have a real fur product, bring it into any local local Lush store. Surrender it, and we will give you a free vegan product of your choice. And you know, we are almost 100% vegan and vegetarian, so you can choose anything you want, and surrender those. Those are actually being boxed up and sent around to animal shelters and such to use for bedding and things like that. So it's kind of taking the animals and giving it back to the animals. I know people and visitors who come into the shop, and these are people from all over the world. They just kind of look down upon it. It's not as luxurious as it used to be. I'm really glad for Courtney because she has a later training date. It starts at, or later training time. It starts at 3 o'clock. So she has the morning that she can use to kind of, you know, tool around Waikiki, get in the ocean. She said that when she got off the plane, the first thing, she dropped her stuff in the room and she went straight to the ocean, which is nice to hear. You know, some people, especially when you're here on business, you don't get the chance to do that. And it's really important to get into the Hawaiian waters. They're really, really healing. It's probably one of the first things I do when I come down with a cold or I'm sick is I go into the water. The waters are very, very healing. So I'm glad that she gets able get some free time in the morning into the afternoon to go and do some things. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out because the sooner I do, the better, because now it's gonna be starting rush hour traffic and getting out of Waikiki might be difficult. But I'm gonna get on my way, and I want to end the vlog here. I might come on with some extras later, but I will say I'll end the vlog here. Don't forget to subscribe and leave comments. The staffing unboxing, I promise, is coming up. Aloha, take care, and spread it. Spread the aloha, spread the love. Okay, so as I was leaving the parking, I don't know if I mentioned when we would come here, there's always drama. So as I'm leaving the parking, apparently there was the wrong validation stamp, and they said it was $36. So I wanted to go and repark and go and get the right validation. And the guy was like, oh no, never mind, let me just take your license and I'll give you the banquet stamp. So always drama, but it worked out, so thank you. I just thought I'd let you know that. It was kind of ironic and funny.